Welcome back to the Sports News Analysis YouTube channel, where I'm always breaking down the hot sports topics of the day. My name is Mike. Coming at you late on this Sunday afternoon with some Yankees news and some bad news at that. Their star center fielder, Curtis Granderson, in his first at bat of this preseason, was hit on the wrist by J.A. Happ of the Toronto Blue Jays. At first, when he was hit by the pitch, it was thought to be a bruise, but in fact, it is a fracture that Granderson suffered on his forearm. He's expected to miss 10 weeks. If you equate that out, that 10 weeks will lead to him missing about 30 regular season games. Certainly a huge hole in that Yankee lineup now that needs to be filled. Granderson, with 43 home runs and 106 RBIs last year, has really, since he's become a member of the Yankees, his power numbers have really ballooned, and he's become an important part of that lineup. And when you consider that A-Rod is going to miss maybe the whole season, but a good chunk of the season, and Nick Swisher has left via free agency, that missing Granderson now even becomes more of a glaring problem for the Yankees heading forward here, at least for the first 30 games of the regular season. From a power number perspective, more pressure even now put on guys like Mark Texeira and Robinson Cano to sort of fill some of that void. The next natural question is going to be, well, who's going to replace Granderson in the outfield for those 30 or so games he's going to miss in the regular season? First of all, I don't think any of these guys can replace Granderson as far as production goes, but I think you'll see a mixture of guys platoon in to that outfield here, replacing Granderson. Some names you'll hear will be Juan Rivera and Matt Diaz, who were brought in to compete for backup outfield spots with the Yankees during this spring training. From the farm system, you could look at a guy like a Zoilo Almonte. He's a 23-year-old Dominican-born player. He hit a home run and had an outfield assist already earlier in spring training against the Braves. He was in Double-A last year, 21 home runs, 70 RBIs, 277 batting average. If the Yankees are going to go with a youth movement here to replace Granderson for these 30 games, look for Zoilo Almonte again to be the guy. I think, however, being that it's only 30 games, I think Cashman will err on the side of veterans like Diaz and Rivera, and also a more experienced minor league player in Ronnier Mustelier. I know I'm probably pronouncing his name wrong, but Ronnier Mustelier. He's a 28-year-old Cuban-born player, played in Triple-A last year. Again, has a little more experience than a guy like Almonte, who you're probably looking at becoming a factor in the Yankees outfield maybe next year. But you have, again, some options here to fill in for Granderson. Obviously, from an outfield standpoint, you probably won't get the production you did from a guy like Granderson, but these guys are some of the guys that will hold the fort down for the first 30 games until Granderson's able to come back. Again, I think from a Yankee lineup perspective, this puts a lot more pressure on Cano and Texeira for this first 30 to 50 games to really come through from a power perspective and carry this Yankees lineup. I think that's where the focus will be here when you hear tomorrow all the sports talk guys and pundits talking about this Granderson injury. Terrible thing to have happen, obviously, at any time in the Yankee season. At least, though, he's going to miss a month when there's no games to be played. If there's any silver lining here, that might be it. But guys, let me know what you think of the Granderson injury, who you see replacing him in the Yankee outfield. The pressure you think it now puts on Cano and Texeira to produce right away. No more of these Texeira slow April starts. Let me know what you guys think. And guys, I'll be covering New York baseball on my YouTube channel as I have been, all season. Yankees, Mets. You're going to get right down the middle analysis from me. I know you guys can tell I'm a Mets fan, but, I'm a New York baseball fan as well. So, definitely subscribe to my channel, guys. I'll be uploading baseball videos, probably pretty consistently here now, but on a daily basis once the season gets started. So be sure to subscribe. You get all my sports talk videos uploaded directly to your feed here. Thanks as always for listening, guys, and have a great night.